here, psychologist, speaker, author of 8 books, host of 2 PBS specials. Here again to bring you another tip on how to help you create the life you want. Specifically, how to use my life from the top of the mind philosophy to bring more clarity, confidence, creativity into everything you do. Today I want to talk about the concept of influencing others, looking at a brand new science. It's called Interpersonal neurobiology. It's developed by Drs. Dan Siegal and Allan Schore based on their research. And for those of you who follow my life from the top of the mind philosophy, you'll see how this fits right in there. Basically, what both of us, all of us, are talking about is how people's brains interpret what we think and say and do. You know, a lot of times we think, okay, well, am I really responsible for how somebody else interprets what I think and say and do? Well, yes and no. We're not totally responsible because we can't always control it. But if we are engaging them in a way where their middle brain, this limbic system, the part of the brain that's kind of scanning the environment, looking for danger, the part of the brain that's designed to keep us alive and safe as a species, when their brain interprets what we're saying as negative or disapproving or dangerous in some ways, it actually throws them into the brainstem, which is the resistant brain. That's where they go into fight or flight. The fight is they get angry, they get more resistant, or the flight is they withdraw and they just stop listening. Either way, we become less influential in the conversation. So if our goal in a conversation or a presentation or as a teacher or a parent or just someone who is speaking to an organization or wanting to be heard and understood, if that's our goal, we've got to really understand the science of interpersonal neurobiology and really take advantage of the ability to frame things in a way where the other person's brain will interpret as either neutral or hopefully positive. Here's a good example. Let's assume you were going to Italy and you wanted to have an important conversation with someone who didn't speak English. Well, if you spoke Italian, you would automatically shift to Italian because your goal, your purpose is to be heard and understood. What we've got to recognize is everybody's brain has a little bit different language based on how their middle brain is interpreting what we're saying. This is one of the reasons why really understanding someone, listening to someone, knowing the group you're going to be talking to and with is so important. Because if we don't know that, then we'll just say whatever we think. And we'll hope that they get it or hope that they take it the right way, but we won't have as much influence in that process as we'd like. If we know what's important to them, what they're concerned about, or if we know what their goals are in life, in terms of the group we're talking to, we can then frame what we have to say in a way where their limbic system interprets it as positive, sends it up to what I call the top of the mind, the neocortex, where they actually hear it as valuable. Now we can create what's called a solution-focused conversation because we're talking with the solution-focused part of their brain. So what I'm going to encourage you to do, if you are one of these folks that wants to be more influential in your life and the lives of others, take advantage of this new science of interpersonal neurobiology. Learn how to frame what you're saying in a way that others will hear as valuable. Now, we do everything we can to do that and they still take it wrong. Well, okay, there's not much we can do about that. But we do want to be as influential as possible. So we want to ask ourselves the question whenever we're talking to someone, how can I say this or frame this in a way that they will hear as valuable? Now it has to be authentic, it can't be manipulative. So this isn't about just kind of saying, beating around the bush and saying it in a way that they'll like. It has to be authentic. However, if we try hard enough, I think we can frame what we have to say in a way that they will hear as valuable if we know what they believe is valuable, if we know what's important to them. So I suggest we begin to take this, begin to use this. By the way, if you want me to come to your organization and teach this to your leadership team, your organization in general, all you got to do is go to my website, BillCrawfordPh.com, hit the contact button, let me know what you're interested in. I spend about 175 days on the road teaching this to all sorts of organization, teachers, leaders, CEOs, doctors, nurses, pretty much anyone. If you would like that, all you got to do is do that. If you are finding these videos valuable, please hit the like button. You know how Facebook and Pinterest and YouTube and all these folks love it when you like it. Share it with your friends if you feel it's valuable. In the meantime, here's to you, bringing more clarity, confidence, creativity into how you say, what you say, so that others hear it as valuable. More clarity, confidence, creativity into everything you do. And I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.